My name is Neil. I'm with Bike Packers Magazine, and today I kind of wanted to share with you my Tour Divide setup. If you haven't already heard of the Tour Divide, it's a 2,700 mile bike race that spans from Banff, Alberta, through British Columbia, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and then down at the Colorado-New Mexico border, it finishes in Antelope Wells. And so yeah, this is the bike I will be taking. It's a Chumba Stella Tie. Chumba came out with their steel version of this bike last year, and this is one of the first titanium versions. And more on that down the road, but it's a great bike and it's perfect for the Tour Divide. It's paired with a whiskey carbon fork and Envy M60 60/40 rims. And the reason I went with the 60/40s is because they have 32 spokes instead of spoke holes instead of 28, I think, on the 50/50s. And I did that because the SP Dynamo hub requires 32 hole, or is a 32 hole. So I got the SP Dynamo front hub and the Industry 9 rear hub. And then staying back here, I have a Shimano XTR 9000 driver with Raceface Next SL cranks and a 20 or 34 tooth chainring. And I went with 34 because the rear cassette only has 40 teeth instead of the 42 on the XX1. So maybe that'll even things out if I did go with the 36. And so yeah, I've got Shimano XT brakes, the XTR 9000 shifters, got a Thompson 730 titanium bar, and Profile Design modified aero bars, a Specialized Phenom saddle, which I'm really enjoying, and that about does it for the components. So yeah, let's move on to the saddlebag. I just unpacked this, but this is an Oveja Negra saddlebag. I used this exact same saddlebag on the Colorado Trail last year. It worked wonderfully. Yeah, and so inside it, kind of towards the front here, I'll have my Montbell bivy sack. So this bivy sack is lighter than the Soul bivy, longer than the Soul bivy, but it doesn't breathe as well, so it's a sacrifice. But if I'm in a rainstorm, I think this will be a little bit better than the Soul bivy. That's just my opinion. And then I will be using a 32 degree Mountain Hardwear, I think it's the Phenom, or no, the Phantom sleeping bag. And I'm using the Phantom because it's got this really cool down tech technology. So if it does get wet, it's going to still keep me warm and stay warm and insulated while it's wet. And it does repel water as well. So it's 32 degree, and I also thought about using that because it was snowing about a month ago in Colorado, so I was preparing for the worst. And then my Terex down coat. Terex is an off-brand of Adidas. It's their new outdoor brand, and really, really nice down coat. Pack's really small, but it's super, super warm. So that's going to round out my saddlebag, and it's pretty much just my sleep system and then the down coat when I need to wear it. And then moving on to the rear top tube bag. So this is kind of my DOP kit. I've got everything from a whistle for bears to my heartburn, ibuprofen, vitamin bag, to my MSR Aqua tabs, which are just aqua filtration tablets, kind of like Aqua Mirror, same deal. Let's see here. I've got a regular tool, and then I have a Allen key with Gorilla Tape, nylon thread, and electrical tape. And the Gorilla Tape obviously has a number of uses, but the nylon thread is for my, if I need to sew up a bag, or sew up a sidewall, anything like that. And my thread or my needle is in my repair kit down here. But this is just really nice to have to tighten things up, like my brake levers and the shifter levers and things that, yeah, it's easier to use than a regular tool. And Scott Thigpen, thanks for putting that in your book, because that's why I used it. Some arnica cream might not go with me, but it's going to go up to Banff with me. Some 5-Hour Energy, lovely stuff. It works. So the new Big Airs, these things are awesome. And they were out of stock for a while, I think because of propane shipments and liabilities and whatnot, but they're back from, I think, a company called MSW, GBP company, and yeah, they work really, really well. And then just Dumontech lube, rag. I'll get more lube along the way. And then Salon Paws, just like a icy hot in a pad. Great stuff. Right, a hot spot. And then the bag itself is really cool. It's from Switchback Bags, and they developed this neat system using bungees to replace Velcro, and it's really stable on the top tube, and yeah, really enjoy the bag, and it's nice and big too, so I like that. And then Nuke Sunrise Stitchworks Titan Tank. I've got everything in here from Cliff Bars to Snickers to Honey Stinger products, Cliff products, peanut butter, about 4,000 calories. Used this exact same, or I used a Titan Tank on the Colorado Trail last year. And then moving on to the frame bag. So the frame bag is Chumba Wonderlust kind of worked together and developed it, and it's a perfect frame bag for the Divide. I have here pretty much all my layers, and layers meaning arm warmers, knee warmers, my buff, which is going to act as a hat, and my 3/4 rain pants that I cut down. And I cut those rain pants down for a few reasons. One being it doesn't get you all clammy. Regular rain pants, when you put them on, it gets really clammy. Another reason being I can just pull them right over my shoes and not have to take my shoes off. And they act as a rain pant, and they do keep me warm. So those rock. And then, so yeah, that's that. And then this Gore, pretty heavy duty raincoat. But I think it's better to have a heavy duty raincoat than have a lighter one, especially when you get rained on out there for days on end, which I'm prepared for. I hope it doesn't happen, but that'll be good. And then some Gore gloves, very similar, very heavy duty, very warm and waterproof. Should go a long way. And then I have an MSR 2.5 liter hydration pack. I'm not going to take this stuff out, but stands, extra spokes, extra zip ties, tools, pump, tube, and crash kit. Hopefully I don't crash it. And actually, if you haven't seen this company yet, it's pretty cool. Hero Kit. They make like all this, easy to kind of follow kits for like repair kits, and this is their crash kit. And all you have to do is just buy the kit and make sure you have your regular 11 speed or 10 speed or 9 speed chain link in there, but it comes with a tool and stuff like that. So if you're in the market for like a full-on repair kit, Hero Kit is the way to go. Alright, and then moving on to the cockpit. So the cockpit was kind of a work in progress. It still kind of is, but I've got some ergon, or not ergon, ESI grips, Cane Creek bar ends, some ESI grips actually kind of inside the brake and shifter levers, and then the profile design bars that are modified, and then I have this modified piece of carbon bar that holds my eTrex 30, which will have obviously the track and base maps on there. And while I look at the eTrex 30, I will be looking down at the associated map to where I'm, to what to look forward to, look at cues. The American Cycling Association does a really great job of creating these updated maps for not only the Great Divide mountain bike route, but Trans Am, all these other routes out there. So these maps are going to really come in handy, hopefully, when I'm out there. And they're just in a Ziploc baggie. So yeah, and they're just connected by some more bungees. And then let's move on to the Bedrock's Tapeats to Go bag. This thing is awesome. I'm carrying all my electronics, headphones, Diablo exposure, light, cache battery, and then, so the cool thing is, if you can see this, I have a switch over here, and the switch is to turn the light on, which is right here, the K light, and then I turn the switch on or over, and then that turns on this sine wave USB port charger. And so what I'm going to do is, when the sun sets, turn the K light on, and that's powered because my Dynamo Hub, and then during the day, or when the sun rises, I'll turn and this will be on my head during the night as well, this exposure Diablo, and then during the day I'll turn the switch, and this Diablo will then be charged by the sine wave. So it's a pretty cool system, and it's just by a flick of the switch. All I have to do is actually throw the Diablo into the Tapeats to Go bag. And what else? I have some, batteries for my GPS and my spot device in that bag. Just things that I don't really want to get wet. So that's the electronic side of my rig. I'm really looking forward to testing it all out along the way. I've already put some good miles on it, but should work well. And then on the other side, I have a stem bag from Spokeworks. Really awesome stem bag. It's going to be holding my chapstick in the mesh pockets. I'll be able to throw another 5-hour energy in there, and then I think I fit 10 Tailwind nutrition packets in there. And so what I'm going to do is, when I need to carry extra food and extra water, actually extra food, I'll be carrying food in the stem bag. If I don't really need to be carrying extra food in long stretches, then my water bottle will be going up there, and I won't have that food in here. So it's the water bottle down here, and this king cage is nice and easily accessible, but you do have to bend down, and the downside is I would have to take off this plastic cover with rubber band. And thank you, Josh Spice, for thinking of that, because it's a genius idea to avoid the cow crap on your bottle. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for the rig. yeah, let's talk about just what I'm gonna wear. So I'm gonna start with these. So last year I swapped out my lenses, and it's not the biggest waste of time, but it adds up. So this year I purchased some Rudy Project photochromatic sunglasses, and obviously you can see they're pretty clear right now, but once the sun hits the lenses, they react appropriately, and they protect my eyes, and they're really cool. So I'll be using the photochromatic Rudy Project sunglasses, a Rudy Project helmet, and then the mount for my Exposure Diablo. My jersey, Greg's orthopedic jersey with pockets for when I need to carry extra food. Just a Prolozumi cap. Giro D&D gloves, probably the best glove I've ever worn. I've tested out quite a few. I've now had these though for, not these specific ones, but I've now been using these for about 3 years, and they work really well. And then obviously a vest. I'll be carrying this actually in one of my back pockets of my jersey, and some Gore X Alp bibs. One of the only bib that I've actually found to be very comfortable for the long haul. I used them on the Stagecoach 400, and they worked really well. The chamois really nice. Yeah, overall it's a great bib. And some Smart Wool socks, keep me warm while they're wet. And Prolozumi base layer, obviously, just an extra layer I'll have on me. And then I've got some Specialized Rime shoes, and I'll be using XT pedals with these. So that about sums it up. I want to definitely wish everybody the best of luck out there. It's hopefully going to be a fast year. It looks like the weather up north has been pretty warm, and Colorado finally warmed up, and it's nice and sunny out now, 70 degrees. So good luck to everybody, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.